Hello everyone, today I'm going to present the story of Amy and how we made polycards. Let's see who is Amy first. Amy is a 36-year-old mom who lives in Canberra. She's a housewife who moved to Australia a few years ago. Her dream is to become a teacher. It has been delayed because she hasn't met the high English proficiency standard to go to university to finish her Master of Teaching. To be eligible, you must have an overall academic score of 7.5, a score of not less than 8 in both speaking and listening, and no band score below 7. For her, with native speaking language is not English, 8 in speaking is pretty high. She likes to socialize with other moms from different culture too, and she wants to communicate with them in their language. I love to social with people and learn different new languages. I'm afraid of not understanding jargons, being laughed at. As a visual learner, I want to be able to watch videos and listening to audio clips, putting all the new words or sentences I meet in daily life and at study at one place, and remind me to review them would be great help. That's what Amy wants. There is a problem, of course, as lots of moms, she is busy with daily life chaos. She really want to pursue her dream. She needs one app that could help her easily gather all the words she checked online in life at the same place, making it easy to be reminded to learn new expressions in English and other languages. Our goal. We believe that by creating an app that's quick and easy to use, it's fully customizable and combines flashcards learning with visual and audio prompts and a system to gather expressions everywhere, we will support Amy's daily life and help her to pursue her new dream career. The first thing we did is competitive analysis. We compared the pros and cons with 3 different apps on the market: the Doll Cards, Quizlet, and Youdao. The Doll Cards. Let's take a look at it. It has its pros. It has Google and multi-choices to log in. That's the first. Second is choose native language and language you want to learn for easy understanding. Third, it has Memo, the animated elephant, to do onboarding instruction. It's pretty fun. It's great UI design. Its cons is simply only by logging, then you could have a look at what it does. Would be nice to supply some basic dictionary or translation service first, linking to Google Translate or Wikipedia. It also has other pros. It is a swipe gesture guide to decide which words appears more times in future. It could save words from script of videos or movies inside to create your own cards. The Quizlet, let's have a look. It also has Google and multiple choices to log in. It could either search for study sets or create your own study set. And the DIY function is really great. But at first glance, you have no idea what to do. I feel like it requires a lot of effort to create your cards. And thirdly, you couldn't skip or decide how many times the words show up too. And you can only get access to offline learning and scan documents to translate by scribe, which means you have to spend money on it. The Youdao one, it has a lot of pros. I like it really good. It has colorful icons, useful free tools including photo translation, videos, and word flashcards, Sassy's Revise, and in the word flashcards part of the app, it has choice to auto read out in either British English or American English. Could control the frequency for different level studies. It could wait for 2 seconds for you to recall memory, to show meaning, and then sentences with the choice to check full dictionary meaning and Wikipedia. Of course, what's more exciting, it has free access to offline learning. Its phone app camera translation has 3 choices. Which is the part I like best. It can scan and capture words translation and click start to add a word flash. It has voice real-time conversation translation, pretty like Google Translation using the voice part. It can add notes and add to the word flashcards, which is not like the Google Translation, which means it can collect all your translation into the cards at the same place. It has picture translation and you can save or share to social media. Of course, it does have cons because it's a Chinese app, so only Chinese platform to log in. The main page also Chinese, even though it can translate dozens of Chinese different language to each other. Secondly, it hasn't got much onboarding introduction. So you have to discover by yourself. Thirdly, it doesn't allow own language note-taking or uploading your pictures or voices to enhance visual memories in this learning part. It couldn't add it to the picture translation to add or revise better translation. If you did a picture translation and it got something wrong there and doesn't make sense, you want to revise it, but you couldn't. Lastly, but not least, it would be nice to have some picture into the save to save the word. And what I like it best, it can capture any files on website you open. Just to rest the mouse cursor on the word you want to translate, or select a couple of words to translate, then click Start to save your flashcard. It can sync to the mobile phone app too. This is really something I want to create in my app too. So let's kickstart. We use user flow and wireframe to get an idea what we want to do in this app. I want to combine all the pros and discard all the cons. So we did some drafts on the right and some user flows on the left. Then we did usability test by interviewing some of the moms in the playgroup. A playgroup is where mom can take their kids together, have fun, have some morning tea together. So it's basically a face-to-face interview. We find some problems, and one of the big problems is when we finish the study, take a while to get back to the main page. I need to click back button all the time. Imagine that you couldn't get it to where you want to. That's really bad navigation. So we need to deal with it. Luckily, when there's a will, there's a way. The improvements number 1 is adding main icons at the bottom of the page. When we finish learning, we use Figma to create another wireframe, and even enlarge the wireframe, change it with wireframe into iPhone 13. I guess nowadays people won't use iPhone 8 anymore, or seldomly. We found that Some people don't understand the signs of the technology, recent technology so much, like the share sign. They say, oh, that's a sharing. Oh, like it, share it. We added that word on there so people can know that. And on the translation page, I added another star sign. By clicking it, one can save translated words or sentences to flashcards. Also made the download Polycard extension sign. The extension, quite like the U-Doll app, once you add it on your Google Chrome, on your phone, or on your PC, it can just stop your cursor, hold your cursor over one word that you want to check. It will automatically show up the meaning, and you can click to save. I'll show it more. This is an app. Amy could study by videos, essays, join classes, study else, sort out the cards to her own cards, and set daily reminder. Most excitingly, no matter in app or using Google, she could hover over a word, translate, appears with an easy option to save to my Polycards, and by simply download the Chrome extension. Yeah, of course, we need to do more improvement. I can find that on the right picture, we forget the edit button, which allow her to edit the synonym or translation in her own language, or even upload a picture. So what's next? We want to do more usability test and iteration of the app, then some nice UI designs of the product, and make all language version working. Yeah, because on the first page we could allow the user to select their own app language and select the language they want to learn. Hopefully, this will be a great app that everyone would enjoy to use whenever you visiting another country or immigrate to another country. You do shopping, you just take your phone and scan it. You know what that means, and you can add to your cart and review it. Thank you. That's the show today.